Yeah.
Okay.
You can go on.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you. Now you see, if you read
Yeah.
this book behind or somewhere, I think most of Swahili language used by these media persons and is taken from Zanzibar.
Okay.
So Zanzibar
Yeah.
is the, I think most, I think is origin of the Swahili
Yeah.
language. So
Yeah.
they take Zanzibar language as the main language.
Mhm.
And if we go back several centuries back, when the Arab trade started, so Arabs
Yeah.
used to come to Zanzibar,
Yeah.
right? Zanzibar is like
Yeah.
an entry point for the Africa,
Yeah. So East Africa.
right? So
Yeah.
that's how now the Arabic words have started,
Yeah.
right? Getting
Yeah.
into Swahili, and
Really.
it is
Yeah.
they started using more Arabic words. That's why you will
Mm.
see a lot of Arabic words in
What's
Swahili.
yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, and
Mm.
also the Hindi language also, because
Yeah.
as I think you missed the introduction from
Yeah.
Daniel. I think you joined
Mm.
little bit late. He was explaining
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
a lot of words
Uh-huh.
like chapati. You know?
Ah, chapati.
Chapati is,
Yeah.
you know,
It's an
yes,
Indian. Yeah. It's an
chapati is
Indian.
is a
Mm.
Hindi word actually. So
Yeah.
you,
That's
like
true.
that, you will see a lot of Hindi words also. Arabic and
Mm.
Hindi mix a lot.
That's it. Okay. Oh,
So
Mm.
more.
it will be much easier if you, because you are from Sudan. Sudan, I think you speak a lot of Arab, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Speak Arabic
Arabic.
there.
Mm.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Yes. So it will
Mm.
be much easier. You will see a lot of these Arabic
So
words.
because yeah, that's what encouraged me actually to to join. Maybe it's easy for me to
Mhm.
learn. Mm.
How about you, Zongo?
Um, yes. I would say they said a lot, and yeah, Swahili is spoken throughout East Africa
Mm.
and East and Central Africa, and it plays a major role in the day-to-day activities of the people in these communities.
Mm.
Great. Actually, all this you're saying is right, very right. I'm glad that I'm actually just moderating the class. um, so, what Anad was also saying, I'll add something else. He talked about
Mm.
Arabic and Kiswahili. And
Mm.
yes, Zanzibar has a
And
lot of
then
interaction with the Arabs.
mm.
And I'll clarify something there. Zanzibar, the Kiswahili, actually, what we'll be learning standard Kiswahili. And standard Kiswahili is Kiswahili from Zanzibar. When the Europeans came to East Africa, they took Kiswahili and decided to standardize it, to make it, readable, and
Oh,
with the grammar and all that. So
yeah.
they took a dialect from Zanzibar,
Mm.
and that was the one which was standardized, and that is
Okay.
what I'll be teaching you, bearing in mind that Kiswahili has 18 to 22 dialects. From all that region we have mentioned,
Yeah.
different dialects. And
Okay.
that is why out there, if you hear many people say the best Kiswahili is from Tanzania, is because the standard Kiswahili is from Tanzania. Something
Mm.
I'll also add is that traditional Kiswahili is from Lamu.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Traditional Kiswahili is from Lamu, but the standard Kiswahili is from Zanzibar. And we have many dialects, as I've said, 18 to 22 dialects. But the good thing is that
Okay.
the sounds, it's just, the difference in sounds, maybe a few words here and there. For example, I'll give you an example. Do you know what we call water?
Magia.
Magic.
Maji, yes, Maji.
Magic.
Some
Magic.
dialects will call it Mai. Others will say Mai with Y.
Mine.
Mhm.
Oh.
But with the standard Kiswahili is maji with J. Something else I'll give you attention is that the first Kiswahili dictionary was written by a German. He was called Dr. Ludwig Kraft. He was a missionary in Rabai, somewhere in Mombasa. He's the one who wrote. And I was doing some digging and I realized that actually the word maji, the G, when you look at Germans, the Y sound, they pronounce it as J. So there's a possibility that when they are doing he did the first job. So in the standardization process, it lost, something was lost there because he wrote it that way. And then we ended up being with the maji. But with the good thing about standard Kiswahili, you'll see there's connection all around. You go to somewhere in Congo, the DRC people, they speak Kiswahili too. But when over here we say they speak like kids, like children. You know what I mean? Like you feel like there's something missing in between. Why? Because of the influence of French. And also the language which is going on that west side. So they speak Kiswahili, but you'll see some of the things missing, but you can connect. For example, they'll say the sound B. Sound B, no, not sound B, but sorry. I'll give you another example. Actually, when I say sound, I'll be wrong. Mtoto is a child.
Kid.
Yeah, a kid.
Child.
Yeah. And the plural of child is watoto. Plural.
Watoto. Yeah.
So the Congolese, the plural, instead of saying watoto, they'll say batoto. So there's that.
Batoto.
Yeah, they'll say batoto. So you hear them say.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know, but you can. It's something different, but you can connect from the sounds.
Okay, I can tell one thing. So since I told you that in India you have different languages for each state. Now what happens is now the borders of these states, right? They mix both the languages, right? So they will form a little bit different words, which only that area they speak, right? It is a mixture, right? Both these languages will be mixed and they will talk. So I think similar like that, we spoke like Toto, Batoto and all.
So
Yeah. Yeah, and that is what we call dialect. A dialect is like a sub language under the main language because born on those factors, the mixture and all that. Yeah, something else Anad also mentioned, he said Kiswahili is a Bantu language. Very important. Actually, Bantu, what is Bantu language? Bantu language is under category watch of a language group which we call Niger Congo. So at your own time, you can check Niger Congo and understand it. It's a language family. And actually in Africa, we have three major families of language. We have Bantu, we have Nilotes, and we have Kushites. And then Amharics.
Yeah.
When I'm talking
Ethiopians.
I'm talking of Ethiopians. I'm talking of the Morocco, Algerians. Those people with they look more like the Arabs.
Yeah.
Then Bantu is the biggest percentage. I don't know much on the west part, which I need to do more digging. But I think Yoruba and Igbo, it's under that, but I'm not sure about that. But I think it's part of Bantu groups. And but 75% of African population are Bantus. Yeah, it's the biggest percentage. And then after is Nilotes and Kushites. That's how they follow each other. I don't have the exact statistics, but that is how it is. And so you find that if someone, all of us are from, we say we are from Africa, but when you learn Kiswahili, because Kiswahili it's like a language which has been done more studies than any other African language.
Yeah.
When you start learning Kiswahili and understand the structure and all that, actually it's like you're unlocking the gate to many other languages. Yeah, it's like you unlock, and when we look at it, you'll see, like in page 3, now I'm measuring on the Bantu. Page 3 of your book, I have put a small chart there, just with different languages and how they pronounce the word person and people. In Kiswahili, we'll say mtu, and plural is watu. When you look at the Baganda, they'll say omonto, abantu. The Moto, the Lesotho, the people from Lesotho, they'll say Moto, Bantu. The Zulu will say Umuntu, Abantu. The Kamba in Kenya, they'll say Mundu, Andu. I don't know. About Zongo, your language, how do you say?
Yes, I do see it. And even in the native language of Burkina, More, which I was talking to you about, you see some words that appear in Swahili that are also in Mosi, like the word dunia. Dunia in Swahili, I think it means the world, huh? Or something. Yeah, and in my language too, it's there, and I think it means the night.
The night.
And I think dunia is also, is it Arabic?
It's Arabic. It's Arabic.
Hindi.
Dunia means like
Hindi and
world,
Arabic.
or like yeah. Dunia is Arabic.
Dunia.
Dunia is like is a word or life, or like
Zindagi is life in Hindi.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dunia is world.
World.
Yeah, Dunia is world. Yeah.
So you see, you'll see all this connection because these people interacted. When you look at it, you'll see there's as interaction. These words were exchanged word by word.
Yeah.
And even when you go deeper, you realize that, I'll also put this point across because we are still learning Kiswahili. Kiswahili is a language, as I've said, it has grown so far for that point. It was a limited language with limited vocabulary, okay?
Yeah.
But this is what happened. We usually say a language will either grow or die. Language grows or die. Kiswahili, for example, is a language which is growing. I'll give you an example of a language which is dying. Latin, Greek. Those languages are no longer being used, so they are. So how do they grow and die? The addition of vocabulary. And how does this come by? Interaction with, blending with other languages, the words coming, build up. So there's a possibility even, the word dunia, it was brought up by the Arabs or Indian when they were doing the trading. And remember, even in Burkina Faso, that there were also those trade routes. So this word went growing. You look at, so basically, Kiswahili is a language which has been borrowing different words from different languages, and you'll see that. What I'll encourage you to focus on mostly, and this is what we are looking at when I was explaining that chart, African languages are spoken. The writing just came the other day. So the sound pattern will help you to grasp more words. And as you can look at as you are looking at the page 3, I was telling you, omuntu, moto, if you just listen, not looking at the spellings, you'll hear there's a certain pattern, and it is two. The two is what is bringing, it's showing it's person. Yeah. And the way you have said Zogo, that also that tells you it is also your language is under the Bantu language. Yeah. So and through
Okay.
this,
By the way, today,
Mhm.
so sorry to interrupt. So I was telling my colleagues that I was going to start my Swahili classes. They asked, "Who is your trainer?" I said, "It is Daniel Kyoko." Oh, Kyoko, that means you will be learning from the best guy. It seems that
Very
you
lucky.
guys, okay, Kyoko, because since I'm here for long, so I can understand the different regions and the people of that region. So Kyoko comes from this place, right? Ukambani region.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is they speak Kamba language.
Mm.
So it seems that Kamba people speak a very good Swahili. That's what my guys told me.
Okay.
Am I right?
Yeah, you are right. Kamba and Swahili people, we have an history of the trading. Among the African
Mm-hmm.
people, Kamba were the first people to learn Kiswahili because Kamba were well known to be long distance traders, and they used to do trading with the Arabs. And when you look at the map of Kenya, we come from Nairobi, you go to Kambaland, very long stretch of Kambaland, and the next part is the Taita, like we start with Mijikenda. The Taita people, Mijikenda, you go to Mombasa. So basically, we have been in borders between this with the Swahili people, and even when you look at, there's a lot of similarity between Kiswahili and the Kamba. There's a lot of similarity. Yeah.
Okay. Because I can see here Kamba, Kenya, Mundu, Andu, like that. So that's why I just remembered what my guys said.
Luya are Bantus. Luas are the people living in
Okay,
the
I
Lake
think
Victoria.
Zongo,
Yes.
Luos are from Kisumu side,
Okay.
right? And Luyas are from Kakamega. That is the region, western region actually.
Okay. All right.
And also we have Luos in Kenya and Uganda, and Luyas also in Uganda and Kenya.
Yeah.
I think that is a common thing in Africa. Finding in between the borders, we have two tribes living like in different countries. Yeah. Actually, talking about that, you've just reminded me something else. Why do people say Swahili, Tanzanian Swahili is good? It's because also, Kenya has 47 languages, okay? Actually, I think 47 plus languages, different tribes and languages. And Tanzania has 120 plus languages.
Wow.
Yeah. And in Tanzania, you see Kenya, when you look at the history, Kenyans were colonized by British, and English was really used in the language, in the school system. Until in the 80s, that is when they introduced Kiswahili in school. So that is why I was telling you, like when I went there in the 2000s, still Kiswahili wasn't in the village. It was like after a few years of being introduced in school. But Tanzania, due to the government policy, Mwalimu Julius Nyerere used Kiswahili, and even they were teaching in the school system, like it was the language of instruction. Yeah, so hence all these people were able to learn Kiswahili, they were able to speak Kiswahili, and so Kiswahili was like more spoken. So that is why here in Kenya, we actually make this joke. I think back then when we were growing, I don't know if still there, but we used to say Masai speak terrible Kiswahili. Only to come and interact with Masai from Tanzania. they speak perfect Kiswahili, like fluent Kiswahili, like as if they are from Zanzibar. And therefore, that is one also another reason why people say Tanzania speak Kiswahili like it's, yeah. I know I have not mentioned Uganda. Uganda are not, they didn't embrace Kiswahili much because during the time of Idi Amin, he was a dictator. I don't know, was it in the 70s?
Yes.
70s and 80s.
70s.
Yeah, he was using Kiswahili to, and his policemen and the soldiers to hurt people. So the people felt Kiswahili was a bad language. They took it as a bad language. It is a language of hurt and all that. And therefore people didn't want to learn. So when you go to Uganda, you realize, yeah, there are people who speak Kiswahili, but not a big number as compared to Kenya, Tanzania. They speak Baganda and English. Yeah.
So like, is it now like an official language? Like, is it the second after English, or is it like official language? The government use it, or?
Yeah, actually, I think it's their second, the official language. I'm not sure, but I need to confirm, but I think so. But now, due to the East Africa, the ESC, we call it the East Africa Community, they are encouraging the East Africa Community. The official languages are English and Kiswahili. So they're encouraging these countries to teach Kiswahili and embrace Kiswahili so that it can be a universal language. As the same way the African Union on the top is also actually made it official that Kiswahili is the only indigenous official language in the African Union. The rest are the colonial languages.
Really?
Yeah. In South Africa, they are also teaching Kiswahili. Namibia, they are also introducing Kiswahili. And I think Zimbabwe, I'm not sure, but I think so. I heard somewhere. So it is spreading. The only place in Africa where they have not yet embraced Kiswahili, I think, is West Africa. Yeah.
Major French influence.
And North Africa too, also very French.
But I think with time, right now, Kiswahili has over 200 million speakers. So I think when I was writing this book, I wrote 100, but I looked it there a few days ago, and I saw it is 200 million plus. So it's being spoken more. So with the time goes by, to have more speakers,
more people.
So yeah, I think that is also the position of Kiswahili right now. We have talked about the Arabic influence. We have talked about yeah. I've just tried to summarize whatever is there in the about Swahili language.
Okay, usually, like, some people may have a problem with because like every tribe has their own language. Do they object to using Swahili as an official language, like, and why Swahili was like chosen to be the official language?
I didn't get your question.
No, like yeah, is there like some people resenting Swahili or resenting abandoning their own language and studying Swahili, or no? Because some parts, like in North Africa, for example, they speak Arabic and they speak French, but they have what they call it. What's the name of the language? They have the people, the original people who are not Arab, but they studied Arab and they have their own language. Still, they speak it, and they feel like they have to give life to the language and make it more official and use it more other than Arabic and French. Even in Sudan, we have some parts of Sudan who objecting for the use of Arabic as an official language, and they want to use their own languages. Is there a problem like this here in Kenya or like in East Africa?
maybe in I'll say maybe in Uganda because of that history, but generally Kiswahili has been a language which has been embraced in East Africa a lot. And as I've said, it goes back in history, like in the trade routes, during the trading, because when the Arabs came to East Coast of Africa, and actually I'll also mention something about why do we say Kiswahili?
Yeah.
Kiswahili comes from the word Sahel. And Sahel.
Yeah.
Sahel means what?
Too. Means shore. Or like, right. Yeah.
Desert.
Like the shore just next to the sea.
Yeah, actually the shore, like they used to call the Swahili people inhabitants of the island, that island, the shore of that sea, Sahel, and that is how it evolved to Swahili as Kiswahili. Initially, Kiswahili people were called Wangozi. Wangozi. Wangozi comes from the word ngozi. Ngozi means skin. Skin.
Okay.
They were using Wangozi were known to be surveyors. They were known to be surveyors. They were measuring lands and all that. I think I've not written that history in that book. They are surveyors, and so they were called Wangozi. And then the name evolved after the intermarriage and interaction with the Arabs to Kiswahili.
Yeah. But like, why the K? Like, why not Swahili?
It is Kiswahili. You saw when we are writing Hindi, we said Kihindi, Ki Sudanese, Kisudani, right? The word ki in Kiswahili means it brings out something to do with character or way of. Way of, yeah. So it can be language, can be even the way. Like, for example, I say, you see the way you'll say, you are speaking like a baby. You are speaking like a child, childish, something like that.
Yeah.
So Kiswahili will say, ki toto. Remember we said mtoto is a child, right?
Yeah.
In a way of a child. So it can be in a way of
Swahili. Okay.
Even when we'll be mentioning food, clothes, and all these things, we'll say ki. That is why the way of the island people, the way of the people of the island. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the word Sahil, it's also Sahil. Like it's in Arabic, it's the same. Sahil is like the shore, and Swahili is like more like the Sahil, the people of the Sahel, or something like that. So like it's like saying Sudanese, but then you use Sudan. So like it's just make it more like to the Sahel. Yeah, reversing to the Sahel.
And also, I'll also mention, I'm still building up. I hope all these points, they'll always come around. Once you start learning, you'll see all these things I'm trying to build up. You'll be seeing them, and it will help you to think in that perspective. So when we said the reason why Kiswahili has grown so far is because also it is so welcoming. It blends in with other languages, and something which Kiswahili has been doing. And when you look at the Kiswahili language, you'll realize that they make it. So let me give you which word. Trying to look for word. Let me use an English word like hospital.
Okay.
Hospital in Kiswahili is hospitali. Hospitali. What am I trying to say? I'm saying the Kiswahili has been trying, if it's a new word and they don't have a word for it, it blends in. They just put the vowels in between to make it Bantuish, like a Bantu, like a Bantu word. Yeah. And when you look at Bantu words, you'll realize that the makeup of Bantu words, a consonant is followed by a vowel. It's either a vowel by itself, it's the syllabic structure. It's a consonant, vowel, or a vowel by itself, two consonants, a vowel. By the end of it, it's a vowel,
Okay.
That is one character of Bantu language. Yeah. And talking about that, now I take you to on the phonetics. I'll go to syllables. Let me explain something. I'm going to share my screen on a whiteboard. Then later on, I'm going to share my screen. Can you see my screen? My whiteboard?
Yes. It's loading. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So something which I was also supposed to teach you today is the syllable. Kiswahili pronunciation will be based on syllable. And before I go to the syllables, let me first take you to the vowels, just for a minute, just so that we are all in the same page. Kiswahili has 5 vowels, like English. A, E, I, O, U. Who wants to pronounce them in Kiswahili? I've said in English. I want to see. I'll ask Zongo to give us, just pronounce the way you pronounce in your native language.
I would say A,
Mm-hmm.
E, I, O, U.
There you go, almost. In
That's
Kiswahili,
nice.
we say A, E, I, O, U. But almost similar.
O, U,
Yeah.
O,
E,
A,
A,
E,
E,
A,
O,
E,
U.
Yeah.
O, U. Again?
So
A,
E is A.
yes. A,
Okay.
E,
Yeah.
I,
A.
O, U.
Okay. A,
Yeah.
E, O, U.
If you notice when Zongo was giving me which word were you giving me? There's something you spelled for me and then I typed I instead of E. You remember? What was it? Was it the more? Huh?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, I think you said what did you say? E. Something E in English. You said E and then I typed E. I.
Yeah.
Because that's how you pronounce in Kiswahili, yeah.
Okay. E. Okay.
I have in page 8 of your book, there's a chart there with the phonetic transcription and the sound. Page 8 down there. A, E, I, O, U. I transcribed it. This transcription is based on English, especially the sound. The sounds there are in English. The sounds in English, yeah.
A, E, I, O, U.
Yeah. So before I take you to the syllables, I'll also talk about the consonants. And then we go. The good thing about consonants is that it's just like the way we pronounce in English, and all of us we speak English. So we go to page 10. And just for the purposes of also someone who wants to follow, I'll share the document here. It is. It's the same thing in your book, page 10.
Yeah.
So these are the letters for Kiswahili, the consonants. Please note Kiswahili doesn't have a C. Doesn't have a C, doesn't have a X and a Q.
Q.
Q, yeah, the Q, like
So
for Quran. C, X, Q.
and Q.
Yeah. And then we have additional letters like the CH, which you already know, chai. That sound ch. We also have DH. I think this is borrowed from the Arabic. I don't know. Feda. The deep, we call it diphthong. I need to go back to my phonetics notes and remember. But the D. Further, we have the GH. Gali.
Gali.
Yeah. And
expensive. That is the meaning.
We'll still go back word by word. We have the KH.
Carry.
This is very, very evident. This is actually borrowed from Arabic. Harry. That sound. Harry.
So here it is pronounced as hairy.
Yeah, hairy.
Or carry.
Hairy.
So K is silent here.
Yeah, it's giving the guttural sound.
Together they sound
But what has happened, this is not a common word nowadays. Kiswahili, as I've told you, it has evolved. And now it is more Bantu. It is more Bantu-ish. So nowadays people can even say hairy, just hairy. The K is silent.
Hairy.
And even I've seen nowadays, even the dictionary, they are just taking the H without K. But we have some words which like kanga, and also the pronunciation kanga. I'm typing on the chat. Kanga means leso. Okay, what is this? Both are Swahili words. You see the piece of fabric which women cover themselves, which has patterns.
Yeah.
That is what we call leso. You can see it with mostly with the Swahili people. It has patterns. That is kanga. We have another one, MB, mbuzi.
Buzi.
The one which you said El Hassan next time is going to buy.
ND, that is Ndizi.
Ndizi. NG,
Goma. Oh, there is two here, Gombe and Goma.
Yeah, but the difference is that this one has an apostrophe. In South Africa, we have the click sound, but Kiswahili doesn't have a click sound. It has a ng sound, like it's not really, it's kind of a click. So this is ng, as in
Gombe.
sing. You're saying sing, right? Sing.
Yeah.
So this sound ng.
Gombe.
Ngombe.
Ngombe. Okay.
Yes.
I have a friend, Wangombe.
Ngombe. This
Ngombe.
Yeah. The Wangombe is ng without the apostrophe. Yeah. Ngombe.
Oh, NJ. Okay. Jema.
And then we have
Jema.
NJ, Jema is
so Daniel, see, most of the times I think in when they speak here locally, I think they don't clearly pronounce this, right? That all those things. Jema.
They just say Jema.
J. That's it. Jema.
Yes.
So I think they are removing that N.
It's there,
portion.
but connected. We actually, what I'm going to show you when we are looking at the syllables, that is what I'll be explaining. This is treated as one sound. J.
Jema.
Yeah.
Jema.
You see this word? How do you say this word?
Engineer.
J. This is where the focus is, and this is the sound. Yeah. So as a native, you just say it very quick. You can't even, because it's a fraction of a second.
Okay.
Then we have the NY.
Lanyard. Nyanya.
Nyanya, yes. And it can
Nyanya.
be also tomato or grandmother.
Nyanya.
Nyanya. P is super direct. I'm just first focusing on the different one, the sh sound.
Shamba.
Shamba.
Shamba. Okay.
And I don't know if you know, this word has also been official. The Oxford, they also put it in the dictionary to mean farm because of the usage, wide usage of it.
Shamba.
It's also an official English word today.
Ta.
Yeah.
Telatini.
Telatini, yeah.
Ta. Tini. Telatini.
Yeah, telatini.
Latin.
The rest are we all know, but we are going back, and this is what you're going to do. We'll alternate. Zogo, you say the first one, and not the second one, the third one. We try to pronounce as we alternate and listen to the pronunciation.
Baba.
Chache.
Perfect.
Dada.
I'll interrupt. I'll interrupt when I feel like you need to pronounce better. But
Modify.
if it's I'll just not speak. Yeah. Listen.
So.
Baba or Papa?
We are here.
Third one. D.
Father. Father.
Dada.
Dada. Okay.
Dada. Dog.
Fida.
We alternate. Just say one, then the other person say the next.
Fanya.
We are here. This one. The one for money.
Feather.
Feather.
Panya.
Gani.
Gani.
Gali.
Gali.
Gali. Papa.
Papa.
Joto.
Joto.
Kaka.
Kaka.
Harry.
Harry.
Lingo. Lengo.
Yeah, perfect. Lengo.
Mama.
Mama.
Buzi.
Buzi.
Nancy.
Nanasi.
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 Dizzy.
Dizzy.
Ndizi.
Yeah, Dizzy.
Dizzy.
Goma.
Again?
Gombe.
Goma.
Ngoma, yeah.
Yeah.
Ngombe.
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 Yeah. Okay, let me give you the trick. This is your tongue, eh?
Yeah.
This part of your tongue is touching the soft part in your tongue.
Yeah.
It's like slightly this.
Ngombe.
Yeah.
Ngombe.
That's how you position your tongue.
Ngombe.
Exactly. You see, Anad did it perfectly.
Jema.
Jema.
Nyanya.
Nyanya.
Penda.
Roho.
Roho. Yeah. Roho.
Sasa.
Shamba.
Tatu.
Telatini.
Vuli.
Vewe.
Wewe.
Wewe.
Vewe.
Mhm.
Wewe.
About this one?
Yeah.
Yeye.
Ye-
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ye. Zoezi.
Zoezi.
Zoe.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to mention, we stress the second. Okay, I'm going to teach you first syllable and then I talk about stress. Sorry. Because of time, I'll just go direct and we can just read it. So these syllables, Kiswahili majorly is formed. We have two types of syllables: open and closed syllable. Closed syllable is when we have consonant, vowel, and it ends with a syllable ends with a consonant. We call it closed. But Kiswahili generally has an open syllable. Anyway, that is not. It ends with a vowel. That is what you'll be seeing, and that is how Bantu works. Baba, B, consonant, vowel. That is an open syllable. It's ending by the vowel. And then a closed one, this is actually, when you find these words, are mostly from Arabic descent. I hope Al Hassan will tell me, will confirm daftari is an Arabic word too.
Yeah, it's a notebook. Daftari.
And an example is the DAF, DAF. It's ending with a consonant because it's borrowed from Arabic, but the rest consonant, vowel. So it's this other one is open, but don't worry about that. So we have types of syllable formations, and one syllable you'll see when you are pronouncing syllables, you see that it's some of them are made of vowel. That is why you said zoezi. Remember? It was zoezi. I'm typing on the chat.
Yeah.
That's how you broke it down. Zoezi, because you treat the vowel by itself as a syllable. Then we have another category whereby a syllable will be made up of a consonant and a vowel, like mama, ma, m. The m is a consonant, a is the vowel. Baba and all those. So the word baba has two syllables, ba and ba. And the syllable is made up of b, a consonant, and a, the vowel. That is what I'm trying to talk about. Then we have another one with two consonant and a vowel. For example, shule. Shoe. I'm more interested with the shoe, the syllable shoe, which is made up of S, a consonant, H, a consonant, and the U is the vowel. So this one you'll treat it as a shoe. Pronounce it. That is why we say Njema, J, N-J-E, the same category. And then the last type of syllable is this one, which has three consonant and a vowel. And I'm more interested with the nywa. Nywa is made up of N-Y-W-A. N is a consonant, W is a consonant, Y is a consonant, W is a consonant, and then A is the vowel. So that is, yeah. So that is why we say nywa. Nywa. This will help you a lot when you'll be coming across words, long words. So I'm going to stop sharing and just write something to see if you're just to see if you have got what I said. There we go. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
My whiteboard? Yes. Okay. So let me give you a long word. How will you say this word?
Kirishoma Sikitisha.
Kilichom Sikitisha.
Exactly. You break it down. Ki.
Again.
Now that is what you do in your brain. Ki, li, cho, si, ki, ti,
Sha.
kilicho msikitisha.
Kilicho. Okay. Kilicho. Kilichom. Sikitisha.
Yeah. What does it mean? I'll just give you, don't worry about whatever, I'll give you the long grammar, but it's just a picture of how you'll come across Kiswahili words. So kilicho msikitisha means what made him stroke her sad. I'll also put, okay, don't worry about it. It's not really English grammar, but I'm just trying to give you what it means literally in Kiswahili. It's what made him or her sad.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. In this one, the key is the what is bringing it. Li is the past tense. Cho is what is bringing what. Is what is bringing him or her. Kilicho and then sikitisha is what brings the word sad. But remember, I've said made sad. Therefore, this last part is also a causative. What is causing? What made him sad? Causative form of the verb. Don't worry about it. I was just showing you like how extreme Kiswahili can go, but with the power of syllables, you are able to decode the full message. These are the things which we learn. Any question?
Yeah. So like in Swahili, do you like you put words together, right? Like you link them, link the noun, like everything is just you write it in one word.
Yes. Kiswahili, you'll what you are exactly what you are saying. The syllables, we call them. Okay, I'm not really sure if it's that, but I think morpheme, something like that. Kiswahili say morpheme, but I'm not sure if it's that exactly. But we usually say each syllable has a grammar meaning. When we'll be learning, I'll tell you the Kiswahili structure is made up of what we call strove, and that is what we'll be learning. Strove means subject prefix. T means tense marker. R is the relative infix. O is the object infix to. And then the V is what we call the verb root. And the E, we call it the verb ending. Let me just say ending of the verb. What do I mean? I mean that the verb ending actually is like, sometimes you can have prepositional form of this. Let me give just a simple example, but we will do this in details. So the word cook means picker. The verb cook is picker. But I want to say, okay, I want to say I am cooking. Ninapika. I'm just explaining what I was just saying. Ninapika means I am cooking. But I want to say I am cooking for mother. Nina. Okay, let me use the simple way. Ninapikia mama. I am cooking for mother. as you can look at the two words, I am cooking and I am cooking for mother, the two words are the same, but the difference is at the end, this part. It's IA and the other one is A. The IA tells you it stands for, the prepositional form of the verb. Don't worry about these things. I am just giving you a picture. We are going to go detail by detail, box by box, and it's like a building block.
But here you use the Nina Pika to say I am cooking. But in the beginning, when we were saying I am from Burkina Faso, I would say Mimi ni.
Mimi ni, yeah.
No, ninatoka.
Ninatoka. You can say ninatoka, but
Ninatoka.
you can also say Mimi ninatoka. There's no problem with that.
Okay.
Actually, the original way of saying it is Mimi ninatoka.
Toka means from.
From, yeah. Come from.
So, okay. Here,
get out can be get out.
Ninapika. Ninapika. Cooking. Nina. Again, Nina means I am.
I am.
Right? Okay.
So the ni is what is I.
Mimi ni is I, huh?
Yeah, Mimi ni. Yeah. You can still say Mimi ninapika. But what will happen is that it's for the English, you know, that is the original way of saying it. Repetition is okay with Kiswahili. But because of the English, remember we are learning in English. English repetition, we don't repeat. So basically this is like saying I am cooking. Mimi, I, ni, I am cooking. Do you get that, Zongo?
Yes.
But it's okay. Kiswahili, it's a normal thing to say Mimi ninapika. But as you learn, actually when we'll be learning, because you're a beginner, I'll even train you to just say Mimi ninapika. First of all, to know the pronoun Mimi goes with me. And then later on, once you are more comfortable, you drop Mimi, and then you can just say ninapika. That's what I'll be teaching you in the next class, actually.
Okay.
But you see what I was trying to say, my point of the syllables. Yeah. So when you are learning, now you start thinking, you start seeing Kiswahili in syllables, because that is where the code is.
Yeah.
Don't worry about whatever I've written here, the Kilicho Msikitisha. You have just written it as a map. That is where we are going. That is our journey. So you'll be ticking one by one until we get to the destination.
Okay. All right.
Maybe you can record how you are feeling right now about the long word. And then afterwards, when we get to the whole word, that day we have done everything, you look at it again and you'll be surprised. To be very simple. Today is difficult, but tomorrow it will be simple. Yeah. As I finish my class, I'll say, I'll encourage you. You know, human body, human brain is made up of muscles. Human brain is made up of muscles. And I think all of us have tried gym at some point. And you know, if you are doing press-ups, you can't do 100 press-ups the first day of your gym. But you'll do 10 and it will be very painful. You go on, after a few or 3 days, 10 becomes very simple. You can go to 20 or 15. And before you know it, after 3-6 months, you're doing 100 and you're forgetting you're even at 150 to 200. Okay, you understand my concept. It's not the real thing, but the concept. The same thing with our brain. That's how it works. Right now, you feel it will be slow to see these things, but the more you keep on doing it, it will get easier and easier and easier. And that is how we learn. That is how we learn, and our brain works. It is the same way how a child learns. One word, and then, but the distance between, for us, because we are grown-ups, the span in the learning is shorter than for the kid. Yeah. So It's the same process. And with that being said, I want to give you a small assignment, which will seem childish actually. But don't worry, it's for the brain. So I want us, when we meet next time, you can take your time. This is how I'll encourage you to work on your pronunciation. As I've told you, it's A, E, O, U, right?
Yeah.
So we go to the word, the consonant B. So I'll say ba, be, bi, bo, bu. There's no other way you'll ever pronounce that word. Those are the only ways you can pronounce that word in Kiswahili. So you can try and take your time and go through the consonants in that page and make them in the vowels. Cha, che, chi, cho, cho, chu. And you try to pronounce them da, de, di, do, du, ga, ge, gi, go, like that.
Okay.
You'll get more comfortable with the pronunciation. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess you have seen kids, the kindergarten kids do this when the first level of learning, but it's very effective in pronunciation and sounds, and you'll get more comfortable. I know El Hassan, you'll have a little bump, especially because of the Arabic and a little bit Zogo. I think for you, because of the band, you can connect, even if it's from far, you'll be able to connect. And Anad, you have been around, I can tell the way you're pronouncing. You have heard the sound, over and over again until it's just there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so it will be easy for you to just understanding, and it will be easy to move around.
Yes.
So for me, the last thing, where do we put stress? We put stress at the second last syllable of the word, the second last syllable of the word. When you look at your notes in page 12, there's a small box there. I have explained what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So just go through the book, read the notes and everything. I've summarized as much as I can, but when you go through, it will be the same thing. I'll also upload this video and you can also watch again and just to refresh if you feel like you want to refresh. Yeah. And then next time when we meet, we go to the greeting.
Okay.
Salam.
For me, I have reached the end of my class. Any question?
Yeah.
How often will we be having class?
Oh, we'll be having class 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Okay, see that today is okay. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Same time.
Okay, no problem.
At 7, right?
Yeah.
7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I know we can finish early to depend with the topics. Sometimes we'll finish late. No, yeah, but that is the range for our class. How do you feel? I know today was a little intense.
Yes,
it's very
it
good.
was enriching. I learned a lot.
Yeah. Really good, yeah. And I like that you explained where it's speaking, the countries, the history. Like, yeah, that's very helpful to just have an overall idea about Swahili or Kiswahili language. Yeah, that's a good introduction.
How about you, Mzee Anad?
Yeah. Okay, fine. Now I'm learning how to pronounce. Okay, that was my biggest challenge. Okay, now I'm learning now how to pronounce these two letters combined together. So I think over a period of time, I think when I start practicing this, the advantage is I have people in office who speak this language. So I think they will also help me in pronouncing it properly. That's the key takeaway for me.
Okay. Oh, we have the word mzee. Mzee means old person, but it's a respectful
Elderly.
way in Kiswahili. When you call someone mzee, it's a respectful way, and I think, yeah, you deserve that one. I think you're the one who has been little in this world more than us. Yeah. Unless Zongo, maybe you are hiding your age in your
No.
young face.
No, he's a youngling.
Yeah, nice guys meeting you. It was nice.
Nice meeting you.
I also enjoy your, like, when we are exchanging the culture and explaining about your way of life and all those things, adding few words here and there from what you hear from Kiswahili, from your language and all that. That is what makes the class possible. 2 hours is not a joke, speaking and moderating the class, but even right now we are past 9, so it means that I had fun in this class, and I'm looking forward for more.
It's a nice class. Yeah, it's a nice one.
So we'll catch up again Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
That is on 7th.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you.
Have a good night. Thank you.
Kwaheri.
Good night. Kwaheri.
Kwaheri. That's goodbye.
Bye.
Yes.
Bye.
Jioni jema.
Yeah.
Yes. Good evening.
Good evening. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.